Hello, my dear friends. Good day. This is Dr. Josiah Ando, your love and life consultant. Today, I'm coming your way with another very important discussion. It's about love. Love seems to be the basis of every relationship, every marriage. Well, that is what it's supposed to be. But have you ever thought about how love can continue to be kept fresh after several years of being in a relationship or after several years of being married? You can tell that the way your love was at the beginning of the relationship is not the same way it is when your relationship gets into advanced stages. After 2 years of being in a relationship, you no longer talk on phone the way you used to. You no longer go on dates the way you used to. And even when it becomes marriage, the things that were happening during the first year of marriage cease to happen. Going out together, wearing the same clothes, and being nice to your partner. So it appears the love seems to fade. In the parlance of caterers, it has gone stale. So the question is, how can you spice up love when it has gone stale? And that is what I want to talk about. I want to link it with food. You see, when you cook food and you eat it for the first time, it is nice. Second time, it may be nice. But as time goes on and as it stays for long, it becomes stale. What you may need to do would be to spice it up. The same applies to love. What you will need to do with love is to spice it up. So how can you spice up food? And how can you spice up love? That is what we are going to use for this discussion. If you are spicing up food, then the first thing you need to do is that you need to reintroduce some of the original ingredients that were in it. The same applies to love. You need to reintroduce the original ingredients that were in your love. In the case of food, if there was meat in your food, you may have to add some more meat, add some more onions, add some more tomatoes, so that your stale soup or stew would become fresh again. In terms of love, you need to reintroduce the things that you used to do when your love was at its initial stages. The kind of love notes you used to write for each other, the type of surprise calls you need to make, the way you used to go on dates. These are things that need to be reintroduced in your love relationship, and you would be getting it back to the fresh state that it was in the initial stages. The second thing that you need to do in terms of food and in terms of love is that you should introduce new ingredients that were probably not in the old one. So in terms of food, if you had a particular type of stew, this time around you want to introduce some new ingredients. You want to add garlic to it. Maybe garlic wasn't there in the previous one. You want to add some special spices to the old soup so that it will become new, it will become fresh again. That is what we mean by spicing it up. So apart from the first point I mentioned, in bringing back some of the original ingredients, the next thing is to bring in ingredients that are new, that are fresh. In your love relationship, what it means is that you need to bring certain things that you probably have never done before into your marriage, into your relationship. Some ways of expressing love that you probably have never done, you may want to attempt it. For example, you probably have never gone to a recreational park with your partner to have fun. Try to do that. Life is not nice when there is boredom, when you do the same thing over and over and over again. It becomes boring. So spice up your love relationship by trying new things. Bring new things into your love relationship, and you are sure that you are going to spice things up. The third thing that you need to do is that when you are spicing up your love, when you are spicing up your food, do it in a special way. Let me explain. You see, if you are adding meat to soup or stew, you don't just pick the meat raw and then you add it. You may have to steam it. You may have to add some other ingredients to the meat and make sure it is special. In other words, you don't just say because I am adding something to it, I'm just adding it just like that. Yes, it is fine to add, but you do so in a special way. In your love relationship, what this means is that if you are adding any new thing, or if you are even adding some aspects of the old things in your love relationship or in your marriage, you should do so in a special way. This means that you need to communicate your love in a special way. You can simply say, I love you, yes, but it speaks volumes when you say, I love you in a manner that makes the person feel special. You can buy a piece of candy or chocolate for your partner, but it feels more special when you put a love note into the candy, into the chocolate. So when you are adding some ingredients to spice up your love, make sure you do it in a manner that can be said to be very special. When you do that, you spice it up, and the spices make your love relationship fresh and new. Like I have said, love is not static, and you do not have to put it on autopilot and think that things will be okay. Your love relationship will not be the same several years after its inception. You may have to be practical, and you may have to be intentional about it. So like I said, to spice it up, you need to add bits of the original ingredients. The things you used to do at the beginning, bring them back. Number two, you need to bring new things. Try new things that you've never tried before in your love, in your relationship, in your marriage, and you'll be fine. And number three, I said, when you are adding something or when you are bringing back certain things that were there at the beginning of your marriage or relationship, make sure you do so in a special way. Make sure you communicate your love in a special way, in a romantic way, in a beautiful way. And when you do this, you can spice up your love and everything will be just fine. I believe that you got the message, and I believe you are inspired by the message. You can let me know by liking the video and also share with somebody. Sharing is caring. You know your friends would also love to listen and watch. So share it with somebody. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, remember to subscribe and click on the bell, because I'll be posting more videos. And once you click on the bell, you get notification anytime I post a new video. Until I come your way once again with a new video, thank you so much and have a good day. This has been Dr. Josiah Ando. Bye-bye.